Dear Heavenly Father, as the first light of dawn kisses the horizon, I come before you in the sacred stillness of the morning, my heart laid bare in humble devotion. With every breath, I feel the hush of your divine presence surrounding me, whispering love into the depths of my soul. Before the world stirs from slumber, before the sun fully ascends into the sky, I seek you, my rock and refuge, my shelter and shield. I come with a heart overflowing with gratitude, with lips eager to praise you, with a spirit that longs to be wrapped in your holiness. You are the Alpha and the Omega, the eternal and unchanging one, the keeper of my soul, the watchman over my household. Your love is steadfast, your mercy unfailing, your wisdom unsearchable, and your power unmatchable. You alone are the light that scatters the darkness, the fortress that stands against the storms of life, the unwavering hope that sustains me through every trial and tribulation. And so, O Lord, I lift up my family before you this morning. They are the precious gifts you have entrusted to my care, the souls you have woven together with mine in the fabric of love. I ask that you stretch forth your mighty hand and encircle them in your divine protection. Guard them, O God, from the snares of the enemy, from the unseen dangers that lurk in the shadows, from the evil that seeks to wound and destroy. Let no weapon formed against them prosper. Let no darkness overtake them. Let no harm befall them. Cover my family, Lord, under the shelter of your wings. As a mother bird shields her young, as a shepherd encircles his flock, so too, O Lord, be a hedge of divine protection around my home. Let your angels stand as sentinels at every doorway, at every threshold, at every path we tread. Let their swords of light drive away every force of wickedness, every scheme of the adversary, every spirit of fear that seeks to infiltrate our hearts. O Holy Father, fill our home with your radiant presence. Let every room be saturated with your peace. Let the walls echo with praises to your name. Let our dwelling be a sanctuary where darkness cannot abide, where holiness reigns, where love abounds. Let no spirit of strife, no discord, no bitterness find a foothold among us. Instead, let forgiveness flow like a river, washing away every offense, healing every wound, mending every broken place. Lord, I pray for divine wisdom to lead my family according to your will. In a world filled with distractions, with deceit, with shifting sands of morality, be our guiding light, direct our steps along the path of righteousness. Keep us from wandering into temptation. Strengthen us to resist the whispers of compromise, the enticements of the world, the subtle lies that seek to erode our faith. Give us discernment, Lord, that we may see with spiritual eyes, that we may recognize truth from falsehood, that we may walk steadfastly in the way of holiness. Bless my spouse, O Lord, with strength and wisdom. Clothe them in the armor of righteousness. Fill their heart with unwavering faith, with boundless love, with the fortitude to stand firm in the face of trials. May they lead with humility, love with patience, and serve with joy. Let their words bring life, their hands bring comfort, their presence bring peace. Make them a reflection of your love, a beacon of faith, a vessel of your divine purpose. Bless my children, Lord, with hearts that seek after you. Guard their innocence, their purity, their joy. Let them grow in wisdom and stature, in favor with you and with man. Keep them from the snares of this world, from the enticements that would lead them astray, from the pressures that would steal their peace. Surround them with godly influences, with mentors who speak truth, with friends who encourage righteousness. Let them walk in the identity you have given them, knowing they are fearfully and wonderfully made, chosen and beloved, called for a purpose that is divine. Lord, I pray for the generations that will come from this family, for the legacy of faith that will flow through our lineage. May we be a household that testifies of your goodness, that stands firm on the foundation of Christ, that passes down the torch of faith from one generation to the next. Let our name be known not for worldly success, but for godly devotion, not for fleeting riches, but for unwavering faith, not for our own glory, but for the glory of your holy name. Father, in moments of struggle, when trials press upon us, when the weight of this world grows heavy, be our strength. When doubt creeps in, remind us of your promises. When fear whispers lies, let your truth resound louder. When weariness sets in, renew us with your presence. Let us not be shaken by the storms of life, for we are anchored in you. Let us not be consumed by worry, for our trust is in you. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season, we shall reap a harvest of blessing. I surrender every worry, every fear, every uncertainty into your hands. O Lord, I lay down the burdens I was never meant to carry. I release every anxious thought, every restless night, every troubled heart into your keeping. For you are our refuge, our hiding place, our ever-present help in times of need. You see what we cannot see. You know what we do not know. And your plans for us are good. So I choose this morning, Lord, to walk in faith, not fear, to stand in trust, not doubt, to embrace hope, not despair. I will declare your goodness even when I do not see it. I will praise your name even when the battle rages on. I will believe in your faithfulness even when the answers seem delayed. And Lord, let our home be a beacon of light in a dark world. Let our love be a testimony of your grace. Let our faith be a witness of your power. May those who enter our doors feel your presence. May they encounter your peace. May they be drawn into the beauty of your love. Father, you are the author of our story, the keeper of our days, the shepherd of our souls. You hold our past, our present, and our future in the palm of your mighty hand. And so we rest in you, knowing that you are faithful, that you are good, that you are with us always. This morning, as the dawn breaks and the world awakens, I offer you this prayer, a fragrant offering of faith, of trust, of surrender. For you alone are worthy. You alone are sovereign. You alone are our protector, our provider, our everlasting hope. Father, with the rising dawn, as the golden hues of morning stretch across the heavens, I continue in reverence before your throne, my heart lifted high in supplication. The hush of the early morning lingers, a sacred silence that cradles my soul, allowing me to feel the depths of your presence more profoundly than words can capture. You are here, O Lord, you have always been here. Before time was measured, before the foundations of the world were laid. In the quiet stillness, I am reminded that you are the Eternal One, the same yesterday, today, and forever. As I sit in the embrace of your holy presence, I find myself overwhelmed by gratitude. For your goodness is immeasurable. Your mercies are new every morning, and your faithfulness is steadfast through every season. You, O Lord, have been my refuge, my strength, my fortress in times of trouble. You have carried me through the valleys of uncertainty, led me beside still waters, and lifted my head when weariness threatened to steal my joy. How could I not trust you? How could I not surrender fully to the one who holds the stars in place? Who commands the waves? Who calls forth the dawn with a whisper? And so, Lord, I lay before you my deepest prayer, a cry from the depths of my soul for the protection of my family. You have given me these precious lives to love, to nurture, to guide in the way of righteousness, and I do not take this responsibility lightly. I ask that your mighty hand remain upon them, that your hedge of divine protection encircle them like an impenetrable fortress. Let no force of darkness, no whisper of evil, no hidden danger come near them. Let the schemes of the enemy crumble before your power. Let every shadow of fear be banished by the brilliance of your light. O God of angel armies, station your heavenly warriors around my home. Let their flaming swords be drawn against every force that seeks to bring harm. Let their presence strike terror into the hearts of those who would seek to sow discord, to deceive, to destroy. Send them forth to guard my loved ones in their coming and going, in their waking and sleeping, in their laughter and in their sorrow. I pray, Lord, that you would shield the minds of my family from the lies of the enemy. In a world where deception is cloaked in alluring disguises, where truth is twisted and darkness is paraded as light, I ask that you be their compass, their guiding star. Let your truth be a lamp unto their feet and a light unto their path. Let them not be swayed by the voices that call them away from you, but instead let them be rooted deeply in the unshakable foundation of your word. O Father, I lift up my spouse before you. I pray that you would strengthen them in every way, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Let them walk in wisdom, leading with humility, loving with patience, serving with joy. May their words bring life, their hands bring comfort, their actions reflect the love of Christ. Let them never grow weary in well-doing, but find renewal in your presence daily. Bind our hearts together with unbreakable cords of love. Let no misunderstanding, no bitterness, no distraction drive a wedge between us. May we always seek you first, allowing our union to be a testimony of your faithfulness. I lift up my children. O God, they are the arrows you have entrusted into my hands, to be sharpened and sent forth into the world for your glory. I ask that you keep them pure in heart, steadfast in faith, strong in spirit. Guard their innocence, protect their joy, and lead them away from harm. Let them find their identity not in the fleeting praises of the world, but in the unchanging truth that they are fearfully and wonderfully made in your image. Place godly influences around them, mentors who will pour wisdom into their lives, friendships that will encourage righteousness. Give them discernment beyond their years, that they may recognize deception before it takes root, that they may stand firm in the face of temptation, that they may be a light in the darkness. O Lord, I pray for the legacy of faith that will flow through our family for generations to come. May our household be a beacon of your glory, a dwelling place of peace, a refuge for the weary, a home filled with the fragrance of Christ. Let our love for you be passed down like an inheritance more valuable than gold, more enduring than any earthly treasure. Let our children, and our children's children, rise up to proclaim your name with boldness, to walk in righteousness, to be set apart for your purposes. Father, in moments of trial, when storms rage and uncertainties press in, be the rock upon which we stand. When sickness threatens, be our healer. When sorrow comes, be our comfort. When fear whispers, be our courage. Let nothing shake our faith in you. Let nothing steal our peace. Let nothing diminish our hope. I surrender every worry, every burden into your hands. For you are the one who sustains us. You are the one who sees the end from the beginning, who holds all things together, who makes a way where there is no way. And so I rest in you. I place my trust not in my own strength, not in the security of this world, not in the fleeting assurances of men, but in you alone. And Lord, let my home be a place where your Spirit dwells. Let it be filled with laughter, with warmth, with kindness. Let no voice of anger, no spirit of division, no foothold of the enemy remain. Instead, let love reign, let compassion flow, let forgiveness abound. Let us build each other up, encourage one another, lift each other's burdens, walk hand in hand in the calling you have given us. O Lord, I pray for the protection of not just my immediate family, but of all those whom you have placed in my life, my extended family, my friends, my community. Cover them in your grace. Guard them from harm. Let them encounter you in ways they have never known before. Let your Spirit move mightily in their midst, drawing them closer to you, awakening them to your presence, transforming their hearts. And Lord, in the stillness of this morning, I ask for one more thing. Let my life be a reflection of your love. Let my actions bear witness to your grace. Let my words bring hope to the weary. Let my presence radiate the peace that can only come from you. For I know that my days are in your hands. I know that my family is held in the safety of your embrace. I know that no power in heaven or on earth can separate us from your love. And so, with a heart overflowing with trust, I continue in prayer, lifting my voice before the throne of the Almighty, knowing that you hear, knowing that you answer, knowing that you are always with me. Father, as the morning light gently spills over the earth, washing away the darkness of the night, my soul remains bowed before you in reverence. The air is still, the world barely stirring, and in this sacred quiet, I draw closer to you, my refuge and my strength. I linger in your presence, knowing that there is no place more secure, no shelter more steadfast, no love more unwavering than yours. O Lord, my heart overflows with gratitude, for you have been my stronghold through every season. You have upheld me with your righteous hand, carried me through storms I thought I could not survive, and whispered words of peace when my spirit was weary. You are the God who neither slumbers nor sleeps, the one who watches over me and my household with unceasing love. You are the keeper of my family, the guardian of our days, the architect of our future. And so, as the dawn of this day unfolds, I come before you once more, lifting up those I love, entrusting them into your mighty and merciful hands. Father, I ask you to stretch out your arm of protection over my family today and in all the days to come. Encircle us with a hedge of divine security, an impenetrable fortress that no force of darkness can breach. Let no harm befall us. Let no affliction draw near. Let no evil take root in our hearts. Shield us from dangers seen and unseen, from the snares of the enemy, from the schemes of those who seek to do harm. Command your angels concerning us, Lord, that they may stand as sentinels at every doorway, at every crossing, at every moment of our journey. Let them bear us up in their hands, lest we stumble, lest we fall, lest we wander into paths of destruction. O Lord, be the gatekeeper of our home. Let nothing enter that is not of you. Let no spirit of division, no whisper of deceit, no shadow of fear take hold within these walls. Let our home be filled with your presence, saturated with your peace, overflowing with your love. May every room be a sanctuary, a dwelling place for your spirit, a refuge from the chaos of the world. May the words spoken within these walls be words of kindness, of encouragement, of grace. Let love reign here. Let patience abound. Let forgiveness flow freely like a river, washing away every trace of resentment, every lingering wound, every barrier that would divide. Father, I lift up my spouse before you. Bless them with strength to face the challenges of the day, with wisdom to make decisions that align with your will, with a heart that overflows with love and compassion. Let them lead with humility, serve with joy, and walk in the light of your truth. Protect them from weariness, from discouragement, from the pressures that seek to weigh them down. Strengthen the bond between us, Lord, that our love may reflect the covenant you have designed, that we may walk as one, standing firm against every storm, unwavering in our commitment to one another. Let our marriage be a testimony of your faithfulness, a reflection of your divine love. O God, I pray for my children, the precious souls you have entrusted to my care. Cover them with your mighty hand. Protect their minds from the lies of the world, their hearts from the corruption of sin, their spirits from the weight of fear. Let them walk in innocence yet be filled with wisdom. Let them be strong in character, steadfast in faith, unwavering in their pursuit of righteousness. Surround them with godly influences, with mentors who will guide them in truth, with friendships that will encourage and uplift them. Let them grow in the knowledge of your word, deeply rooted in your promises, immovable in their trust in you. Lord, in a world filled with deception, Where truth is twisted and righteousness is mocked. I ask that you be their guide, their compass, their unwavering foundation. Let them not be swayed by the voices that call them away from you. Let them not seek approval from the world but find their worth in you alone. When they are tempted, give them the strength to resist. When they are lost, lead them back to the path of righteousness. When they are weary, renew their spirits. Let them be a light in the darkness, a city on a hill, a testament to your grace and power. Father, I pray for the generations yet to come, for the legacy of faith that will flow through this family. Let our household be known not for wealth or status, but for unwavering devotion to you. Let our children's children rise up to proclaim your name, to walk in holiness, to carry forth the torch of truth. May our home be a place where testimonies are spoken, where prayers are lifted, where worship is as natural as breath. May our descendants look back and see your hand upon us, your blessings poured out, your faithfulness in every chapter of our story. And Lord, when trials come, as they surely will, let our faith not waver. When the winds howl, when the waves rise, when the ground beneath us shakes, let our trust in you remain steadfast. For you are the unshakable rock, the firm foundation upon which we stand. No storm is stronger than you, no battle too great for you, no darkness too deep for your light to pierce. When sickness comes, be our healer. When sorrow weighs upon us, be our comfort. When fear whispers its lies, be our courage. Let us not be overcome, but let us overcome through the power of your Spirit, through the strength of your might, through the unwavering hope we have in Christ. I surrender every worry, every care, every anxious thought into your hands. O Lord, I lay down my burdens at your feet, knowing that you are more than able, that you are sovereign, that you are faithful beyond measure. I refuse to walk in fear, for you have not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, of a sound mind. I refuse to let doubt take root, for my hope is in you alone. I refuse to be consumed by the worries of tomorrow, for you hold my future, and your plans for me are good. And so, I choose faith, I choose trust, I choose to rest in the knowledge that you are in control, that you are working all things together for my good, that you are with me always. I will praise you in the morning, I will praise you in the night, I will praise you in the midst of uncertainty, I will praise you when the answers are unseen. Lord, let our home be a place where your name is exalted, where your presence is tangible, where every heart beats in rhythm with yours. Let our lives be a living testimony of your goodness. Let our words speak truth. Let our actions reflect love. Let our spirits be unwavering in devotion to you. For you are the God who sees, the God who knows, the God who reigns. You are my strong tower, my hiding place, my ever-present help. You are the one who calls forth the dawn, who holds the universe in the palm of your hand, and yet you know my name. And so I will not fear. I will not be shaken. I will not grow weary. For you are with me, and you will never forsake me. Father, as the morning light stretches further across the sky, I remain here, my soul resting in the sanctuary of your presence. My heart beats in rhythm with the quiet stillness, drinking deeply from the wellspring of your mercy. Every fiber of my being longs to dwell in this sacred communion. For there is nothing more precious, nothing more life-giving than to be near you. Lord, I come before you not only as a servant, not only as one in need, but as a child loved beyond measure, cherished beyond understanding. Your love is not bound by time or circumstance. It has been from the beginning and will endure for eternity. It is unfailing, steadfast, unwavering, even when I fall short, even when my heart grows weary, even when doubt whispers in the corners of my mind. You remain faithful. Your love surrounds me like a fortress. Your grace covers me like a shield. Your presence fills the empty spaces of my soul with unshakable peace. And so, Lord, as I stand in the light of this new day, I lift up every care, every concern, every hidden thought before you. I lay them at your feet, knowing that you see what I cannot see, knowing that you are working all things together for my good. I surrender all into your hands, trusting not in my own understanding, but in your infinite wisdom. You are the architect of my days, the one who ordains my steps, the keeper of my family's destiny. O God, I pray once more for my family, those whom you have entrusted into my care. They are more than blood, more than names written on a page. They are the heartbeat of my existence, the greatest earthly gift you have given me. And so I ask, with all the longing of a devoted heart, that you would wrap them in the fullness of your protection. Let no harm come near them. Let no evil take hold. Let no affliction find its way through the walls of our home. Let our dwelling be a place where darkness cannot abide, where holiness reigns, where love triumphs over every shadow. O Lord, you are the shield that guards us, the mighty defender who stands at the gates of our lives. Your eyes never turn away. Your hands never falter. Your power never diminishes. At the sound of your voice, mountains tremble, seas part, strongholds crumble. And yet, you are tender with those who call upon your name. And so I call upon you now. Surround my family with an unbreakable hedge of protection. Let no illness overtake us. Let no accident befall us. Let no danger approach without your divine intervention. Command your angels concerning us, that they may encamp around our home, that they may stand as warriors at the thresholds of our lives, that they may bear us up and carry us through every trial unscathed. Lord, I ask for discernment as we navigate this world, for there are snares in unseen places, dangers hidden beneath the surface. The enemy prowls like a roaring lion, seeking to devour, to deceive, to destroy. But you, O God, are greater. You are the Lion of Judah, the mighty King who reigns with power and righteousness. Your voice silences the accuser. Your truth exposes every lie. Your light shatters every darkness. Let us not be led astray. Let us not be deceived. Let us not be drawn away from the path you have set before us. Give us eyes to see, Lord, beyond the illusion of the world. Let us recognize what is of you and what is not. Let us stand firm when temptation calls. Let us walk in righteousness when the easy road beckons us to stray. Let us choose truth over comfort, holiness over compromise, faith over fear. O Father, I lift up my spouse once more. Strengthen their hands for the work set before them. Renew their spirit when the burdens grow heavy. Grant them wisdom in every decision they face. Let them walk in the fullness of their calling, undeterred by obstacles, unmoved by discouragement. May they be a source of strength, a wellspring of love, a reflection of your character in our home. Let our marriage be a sanctuary of peace, a covenant that honors you, a testimony of what it means to walk in unity before you. And Lord, my children, I entrust them fully into your care, for I know that you love them even more than I do. You have called them by name. You have written their days before a single one came to be. You have set a purpose before them, a destiny that is crafted by your divine hand. Guard their hearts, Lord, protect their innocence. Keep their minds free from the corruption of the world. Let them walk in wisdom beyond their years. Let them grow in strength that is rooted in you. Surround them with godly influences, with mentors who will speak life into them, with friendships that will encourage and uplift them. Let them never be swayed by the voices of deception. Let them never be enticed by the fleeting pleasures of sin. Let them never lose sight of who they are in you. Instead, let them stand firm in truth, walking boldly in the purpose you have designed for them. Let their lives be a light, a testimony, a song of praise unto you. And Father, I pray not only for my household, but for every family seeking your covering today. For the weary parents, strengthen them. For the anxious hearts, bring peace. For the prodigal children, Call them home. For the broken relationships. Bring healing. For the homes filled with strife. Restore unity. For the marriages in crisis. Rekindle love. For the children wandering in confusion. Bring clarity. For the families under attack. Be their strong defense. Let every household that calls upon your name be a place where your presence dwells. Let every home be a fortress of faith. Let every family be a beacon of light in a world desperately in need of your love. O Lord, when the storms come, and they will, may we be unshaken. When trials press in, may our faith hold fast. When darkness looms, may we stand in the confidence that you are greater. For you are the God who parts the seas, who calms the waves, who speaks and it is so. You are our foundation, our rock, our ever-present help in times of need. So I will not fear. I will not be moved. I will not grow weary. For I am held in the arms of the Almighty. My family is safe in the refuge of the Most High. No force of darkness can stand against the power of your name. No plan of the enemy can prevail against your sovereign will. No trial can separate us from your love. And so, with every breath in my lungs, I will praise you. With every step I take, I will trust you. With every beat of my heart, I will love you. For you are good, you are faithful, you are near. And so I remain here in your presence, as the morning unfolds, as the light of day strengthens, as my soul finds rest in the everlasting arms of my Savior. Father, as the golden light of morning spreads its warmth across the earth, I remain before you, my heart open, my soul lifted in deep reverence. Time stands still in this sacred communion, for in your presence, all burdens are lifted, all fears dissolve, all uncertainties fade like mist before the rising sun. You are the God of all creation, yet you incline your ear to me. You, who spoke the heavens into existence, listen to the cries of my heart. You, who command the galaxies, know my every thought before it forms. Such love is too vast for me to comprehend, too deep for words to capture. Yet I stand in the embrace of that love, secure, unshaken, unafraid. And so, Father, I remain here, lifting up my family before you, entrusting them once more into your divine care. Every breath they take is a gift from you. Every moment of their lives unfolds according to your perfect wisdom. You have numbered their days. You have charted their paths. You have written their destinies in the eternal pages of your will. And so, I pray, Lord, with every fiber of my being, that you would guard them, shield them, protect them from all harm. Let no force of darkness prevail against them. Let no scheme of the enemy prosper. Let no deceit take root in their hearts. Cover them, Lord, as a shepherd covers his flock, as a mother bird shelters her young, as a mighty fortress shields those who seek refuge within its walls. Be their strong tower, their unbreakable defense, their unyielding shield. Surround them with your light. Let every shadow be driven away. Let your angels stand as warriors at their side, guiding their steps, lifting them up, holding them fast. O God of unfailing love, pour out your peace upon our home. Let every room be filled with the fragrance of your presence. Let laughter ring where sorrow once dwelled. Let harmony replace discord, unity replace division, grace replace judgment. Let kindness be the language we speak. Let patience be the rhythm of our hearts. Let love be the law that governs our every word, our every action, our every thought. May we be slow to anger, quick to forgive, gentle in correction, generous in mercy. Let no harsh word be spoken, no resentment be harbored, no bitterness take root. Instead, let our home be a haven of rest, a sanctuary of healing, a dwelling place of joy. Father, I pray that you would set a divine covering over my spouse. Strengthen them for the journey ahead. Fortify them against the weight of the world. In moments of doubt, be their assurance. In times of weariness, be their strength. When they feel unseen, remind them that they are known by you. When burdens press upon their shoulders, lift them with your mighty hand. Let their heart be anchored in faith, their spirit be unshaken, their purpose be clear. Fill them with wisdom beyond human understanding, with courage that defies fear, with love that never grows cold. Let them be a leader in righteousness, a light in our home, a reflection of your grace in all they do. And Lord, my children, oh, how I lift them to you with trembling hands and a heart full of love. They are yours before they are mine. They belong to you, and I entrust them fully into your keeping. Walk with them, Lord. Whisper to them in the stillness of their hearts. Let them hear your voice above all others. Guard their innocence. Protect their minds from the lies of the world. Shield their spirits from the corruption of sin. Let them walk in truth when deception abounds. Let them choose righteousness when temptation calls. Let them stand firm in faith when the world seeks to shake them. Surround them with friends who will uplift and encourage them, with mentors who will guide them in wisdom, with opportunities that will shape them into who you have called them to be. Let them not be swayed by fleeting desires, by empty promises, by the illusions of success that the world dangles before them. Instead, let them hunger for what is eternal. Let their greatest desire be to know you more. Let their hearts burn with passion for righteousness. Let their souls thirst for the living water that only you can provide. O Lord, when they stumble, and they will, be their gentle hand that lifts them up. When they are lost, be the light that leads them home. When they are afraid, be the voice that speaks courage into their hearts. Let them never stray so far that they cannot hear you calling them back. Let them never forget that they are loved beyond measure, cherished beyond comprehension, chosen for a purpose far greater than they can see. And Father, I do not pray for my family alone. I lift up every household that seeks your face this morning, every home that longs for your presence. For the weary parents, strengthen them. For the children wandering in confusion, bring them clarity. For the marriages struggling under the weight of division, bring reconciliation. For the families facing hardship, be their provision. For the hearts burdened with fear, be their peace. For the souls longing for redemption, be their Savior. Let every home that calls upon your name be a place of refuge, a beacon of light, a testimony of your goodness. Let walls that once echoed with strife be filled with songs of praise. Let doors that once shut out love be flung open to welcome grace. Let hearts that once held resentment be softened by the touch of your mercy. And Lord, as we step into this new day, we do so with confidence, knowing that you go before us. We do not walk alone. We are not left defenseless. We are not abandoned. You are with us. You have always been with us. You will always be with us. No weapon formed against us will prosper. No storm will overtake us. No fear will define us. We are held in the arms of the Almighty, and in that truth, we find our strength, our peace, our unshakable hope. So I will not fear. I will not waver. I will not grow weary. For you are faithful. You are sovereign. You are near. And I will remain in this place of prayer, in this posture of surrender, in this embrace of divine communion. As the morning unfolds, as time presses forward, as my soul continues to rise in endless praise unto you, Heavenly Father, as the morning deepens and the earth awakens to the rhythm of a new day, my soul remains steadfast in your presence. Time moves forward, yet in this sacred moment, I am anchored in the eternal, held in the vastness of your love. My heart lifts with every breath. My spirit soars with the certainty that you hear, that you answer, that you are near. O Lord, you are the keeper of my days, the guardian of my nights, the one who watches over my family with a love so vast, so incomprehensible, that no shadow of doubt can diminish its radiance. You are the stronghold in whom we find refuge, the mighty fortress that shields us from harm. the ever-present help in times of trouble. And so, I remain before you, lifting my loved ones into the covering of your mercy, entrusting them fully into the hands that shape the heavens. Father, let your protection be like an unbreakable wall around my household, a divine barrier that no evil can penetrate. Stand at the doorposts of our home. Lord, let no darkness cross its threshold. Let no force of wickedness gain entry. Let every room be filled with your peace. Let every corner echo with your presence. Sanctify our dwelling place. Make it holy ground, a sanctuary where your name is lifted high, where praise is the language of our hearts, where love abides without end. O God, I ask that you guard the hearts and minds of my family. For the greatest battles are not fought with hands, but in the unseen realm of the Spirit. The world seeks to deceive, to lure, to entangle, but you, O Lord, are the truth that sets us free. You are the light that exposes every lie, the wisdom that guides our feet in the way everlasting. Let no deception take root in the hearts of those I love. Let no falsehood find a foothold in their minds. Instead, let their thoughts be held captive to your word. Let their spirits be aligned with your will. Let their hearts beat in unison with yours. Father, I lift up my spouse once more. Strengthen them in the journey you have set before them. Clothe them in righteousness. Gird them with wisdom. Fill them with courage that does not waver. Let their words be seasoned with grace. Their actions be marked by integrity. Their leadership be defined by humility. May they love with the selflessness of Christ. Serve with the compassion of the Good Shepherd. Walk with the unwavering faith of those who trust fully in your promises. And my children, O Lord, oh, how I plead for them with every breath in my lungs. They are the arrows you have placed in my hands, crafted for a purpose beyond my understanding. Let them fly straight and true, guided by the hand of the Almighty. Let them walk in righteousness when the world pulls them toward compromise. Let them choose truth when deception calls their name. Let them seek you above all else, knowing that in you alone is life. In you alone is joy. In you alone is purpose fulfilled. Surround them, Lord, with godly influences. Place mentors in their lives who will speak wisdom into their hearts. Friends who will encourage their faith. Teachers who will guide them in righteousness. Shield them from the enticements of the world, from the empty promises of fleeting pleasure, from the snares that seek to steal their innocence. Let them grow in wisdom and stature, in favor with you and with man. O Father, when they stumble, and I know they will, be the hand that lifts them up. When they stray, be the voice that calls them home. When fear grips their hearts, be the strength that emboldens them. When trials press in, be the rock upon which they stand. Let nothing, O God, separate them from your love. Let nothing shake the foundation of faith that is being laid within them. Let nothing dim the fire of purpose you have ignited in their souls. And Lord, I pray not only for my family, but for every home that seeks you today. For the weary, be their rest. For the broken, be their healer. For the lonely, be their closest friend. For the anxious, be their peace. For the searching, be their answer. Let your presence dwell in every household that calls upon your name. Let every heart be turned toward you. Let every voice rise in praise. Father, as the sun rises higher, as the world stirs with the busyness of the day, I ask for one thing above all. Let us not be distracted from you. Let the noise of life never drown out the whisper of your Spirit. Let the demands of the day never pull us away from the place of prayer. Let the worries of this world never overshadow the truth of who you are. For you, O Lord, are our everything. You are the beginning and the end, the source and the sustainer, the lifter of our heads and the anchor of our souls. There is no life apart from you. There is no hope outside of you. There is no strength but in you. And so, I remain in the place of surrender, in the posture of worship, In the embrace of divine communion, my heart beats with devotion. My spirit rises with praise. My soul finds rest in the presence of the Almighty. For you are faithful, you are sovereign, you are near, and I will stay here. In this unbroken prayer, in this sacred offering of words, as time presses forward, as my soul continues to rise in endless praise unto you, Father, as the day unfolds before me, as the world stirs with the rhythm of life, I remain steadfast in this place of prayer, my soul anchored in the vastness of your presence. The air is filled with the quiet hum of a new beginning. Yet my heart longs for something deeper, something eternal, your voice, your touch, your guidance. In you, O Lord, there is no rushing, no striving, no chaos, only peace, only stillness, only the unshakable certainty that you are here. And so, I lift up my family once more, knowing that there is no safer place for them than in the shelter of your embrace. Each breath they take is a gift from you. Each moment of their lives is woven together by your divine hands. You see them when I cannot. You walk with them when they are far from me. You hold them in ways my human arms never could. O God, be the guardian of our home. Let no harm cross the threshold of our dwelling. Let no spirit of division, no whisper of deception, no shadow of fear take root among us. Let your angels stand at every doorway, at every window, at every path we tread. May their presence be as a flaming wall around us, impenetrable, unyielding, strong. When the enemy seeks to attack, let your power rise against him. When darkness attempts to enter, let your light drive it away. Let the very atmosphere of our home be saturated with your presence. Let peace reign where strife once dwelled. Let love be the foundation upon which every word is spoken, every action is taken. Let laughter ring in the halls. Let joy be our song. Let grace be the fragrance that lingers in every room. Let our home be a refuge not only for us but for all who enter, a place where the weary find rest, where the broken find healing, where the lost encounter the love of a Savior. O Lord, in a world that is restless, keep us steadfast. In a time when truth is distorted, keep us anchored. In a season where faith is tested, keep us strong. Let our family not be like shifting sand, easily moved by the winds of culture, easily swayed by the pressures of the world. Instead, let us be like a house built upon the rock, firm, unwavering, rooted in the eternal truth of who you are. Father, I pray for the hearts and minds of my loved ones. Guard their thoughts, that they may be fixed on what is true, what is noble, what is pure. Let no lie take root within them. Let no deception cloud their judgment. Give them discernment beyond their years, wisdom beyond their understanding. Let them walk in righteousness when the world calls them to compromise. Let them stand in truth when the world tempts them with falsehood. Let them shine as lights in the darkness, unmoved, unafraid, unashamed. O God, I lift up my spouse before you. Strengthen them in the depths of their soul. Fill them with a peace that cannot be shaken, with a love that never grows cold. When the weight of responsibility presses down, lift them up. When uncertainty looms, be their compass. When they feel unseen, remind them that they are fully known by you. Let them walk in confidence, in wisdom, in the unwavering assurance that they are called, they are chosen, they are held. And Lord, my children, oh, how I entrust them into your hands. The world seeks to claim them, to shape them, to redefine them, but they belong to you. They are set apart for something greater than this world can offer. Keep their hearts pure, their spirits strong, their faith unshaken. When temptation whispers, let them hear your voice louder. When trials come, let them find their refuge in you. When they feel alone, let them sense your presence surrounding them. Surround them with godly influences. Place friends in their lives who will encourage them in righteousness. Bring mentors who will guide them with wisdom. Let their footsteps be ordered by you. Their choices be led by you. Their futures be secured in you. Let them rise up as warriors of faith, unafraid to stand for what is right, unwilling to bow to the pressures of a world that does not know you. And Father, when they stumble, and I know they will, be the hand that lifts them. When they doubt, be the voice that reassures them. When they stray, be the shepherd that calls them home. Let nothing pull them away from your love. Let nothing sever the bond they have with you. Let their hearts always be drawn back to the one who first loved them. Lord, I pray for the generations yet to come, for the legacy of faith that will flow through my family. Let our name be known not for earthly success, but for godly devotion. Let our children's children walk in the footsteps of faith, carrying the torch of truth, proclaiming the goodness of the Lord from one generation to the next. Let our household be a testament to your grace, a beacon of your light, a place where your Spirit is welcome. Father, let our lives be an offering unto you. Let our words speak of your goodness. Our actions reflect your love. Our very presence be a testimony of your power. Let us be vessels for your glory, instruments for your purpose, hands and feet that carry your love into a world that so desperately needs it. And Lord, in the moments when trials press in, when the weight of the world grows heavy, let us not grow weary. When we are tempted to despair, let us hold fast to hope. When fear seeks to paralyze, let us remember that we are not alone. You go before us. You stand beside us. You uphold us with your righteous right hand. And so, we will not fear. We will not be shaken. We will not be moved. For you, O Lord, are our refuge. You are our fortress. You are our unshakable foundation. And I will remain in this place of prayer, in this posture of surrender, in this embrace of divine communion. As the morning unfolds, as time presses forward, as my soul continues to rise in endless praise unto you, Heavenly Father, as the sun climbs higher in the sky and the world awakens to the rhythm of the day, I remain here, in the sacred stillness of your presence. Though time moves forward, though the hours press onward, my soul lingers in this place of communion with you, where burdens are lifted, where peace flows like a river, where love surrounds me like the embrace of eternity. I am here, Lord, because there is no place I would rather be than at your feet, in the presence of my Maker, my Keeper, my everlasting refuge. O God, you are the breath in my lungs, the song in my heart, the foundation upon which I stand. Before the mountains were formed, before the stars were hung in the heavens, before time itself began, you were, and you are still the same, the unchanging one, the faithful one, the sovereign King over all things. You hold my life in your hands. You order my steps. You go before me and stand behind me. And for that, I am forever grateful. And so, Lord, I come before you once more, lifting up my family into the shelter of your unfailing love. You know them by name. You have counted every hair on their heads. You have formed them with care, breathed life into them with purpose, called them into being with divine intention. They are yours before they are mine, and so I entrust them to you fully, knowing that no safer hands exist than the hands of the Almighty. Father, let your covering be over my home. Let every threshold be sealed by your protection, every doorway guarded by your presence. Let no spirit of fear, no seed of discord, no root of bitterness find a place within these walls. Let this house be a dwelling place for your Spirit, a refuge from the storms of life, a sanctuary of peace. May all who enter here feel the warmth of your love. May every heart that resides here be filled with the joy of knowing you. O Lord, I pray for the minds of my family. In a world saturated with deception, where truth is often obscured, guard their thoughts with the clarity of your word. Let them discern between what is holy and what is profane, what is eternal and what is fleeting, what is right and what is simply convenient. May they not be conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of their minds, that they may walk in wisdom, in righteousness, in steadfast devotion to you. Father, I ask that you fortify my spouse in every way. Strengthen them in body, mind, and spirit. Let them rise each day with renewed purpose, with unwavering faith, with a heart that beats in rhythm with yours. When burdens press in, be their strength. When confusion arises, be their wisdom. When weariness overtakes, be their source of unending energy. Let them walk in confidence, knowing they are chosen, loved, equipped for every good work you have prepared for them. And Lord, my children, the most precious gifts you have entrusted to my care. They are not mine to keep, but mine to nurture, mine to guide, mine to lead closer to you. I pray, Father, that you would be their constant guide, their ever-present help. Guard their innocence, shield their hearts, preserve their purity. Let them grow in grace, in wisdom, in strength, that they may stand firm in a world that seeks to lead them astray. Surround them with godly influences. Place people in their lives who will speak life into their spirits, who will encourage them to walk in righteousness, who will challenge them to seek you above all else. Let them not be swayed by the opinions of the world. Let them not be lured by the empty promises of sin. Let them not chase after things that fade like the wind. Instead, let their hearts hunger for truth. Let their souls thirst for righteousness. Let their lives be a testimony to your unending grace. And Lord, when they stumble, and I know they will, be the hand that lifts them up. When they doubt, be the voice that reassures them. When they feel alone, be the presence that surrounds them. Let nothing separate them from your love. Let nothing steal the faith planted within them. Let nothing keep them from the purpose for which you have called them. O God, I pray for the future generations that will come from this family. Let our legacy be one of faithfulness, of devotion, of steadfast love for you. Let the children of our children rise up to proclaim your name. Let them carry the torch of truth into the world. Let them walk in the ways of righteousness, never straying to the left or to the right. May our lineage be known not for earthly wealth, but for heavenly riches, not for worldly success, but for spiritual integrity, not for temporal accomplishments, but for eternal impact. And Father, I do not pray for my family alone. I lift up every household that calls upon your name today. For the weary parents, strengthen them. For the children searching for identity, reveal your truth. For the marriages strained by trials, bring reconciliation. For the homes filled with fear, replace it with peace. For the hearts burdened by worry, lift them with your love. Let every home that seeks you be a place where your presence dwells. Let every heart that longs for you be filled with the assurance that you are near. Let every soul that cries out to you be met with the overwhelming embrace of your love. Father, as this day unfolds, as life moves forward, let nothing distract us from you. Let the worries of the world not steal our peace. Let the chaos of life not drown out the whisper of your Spirit. Let the trials of this world not shake the foundation of our faith. For you are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who holds time in the palm of your hands. You are the God who sees, the God who knows, the God who reigns. You are our refuge, our stronghold, our unshakable foundation. And so, we will not fear, we will not waver, we will not be moved. For we are held in the hands of the Almighty. And I will remain in this place of prayer, in this posture of surrender, in this unending communion with you. As the day unfolds, as time presses forward, as my soul continues to rise in endless praise unto you. Father, as the sun ascends higher into the heavens, illuminating the world with its golden rays, my heart remains bowed in your presence, my soul anchored in this unbroken communion with you. The morning carries with it the promise of new beginnings, yet nothing in this world compares to the eternal constancy of your love. You are the same yesterday, today, and forever, unchanging, unwavering, unshakable. And so, Lord, I continue to pour out my heart before you, lifting my family into the embrace of your divine protection. They are yours, Lord, fashioned by your hands, sustained by your breath, held together by the power of your will. You knew them before they were formed in the womb. You called them by name before time itself began. There is no moment of their lives hidden from your sight, no step they take that escapes your attention. You are their guardian, their shepherd, their refuge, their stronghold, and in that truth, I find my peace. O Lord, be the watchman over our home. Let no force of darkness cross the threshold of our dwelling. Let no shadow of evil find a place within these walls. Let the air we breathe be filled with your presence. The very foundation of our home be built upon your truth. May our house be a place of worship, a sanctuary of peace, a stronghold of faith. Let no word of anger, no root of bitterness, no whisper of deception take hold within these walls. Instead, let love abound, let grace flow freely, let kindness be the language we speak to one another. Father, guard the hearts and minds of my family. In a world that seeks to distort truth, to twist righteousness, to blur the lines between light and darkness, let them be unwavering. Let their minds be renewed daily by your word. Their spirits be strengthened by your presence. Their hearts be steadfast in faith. May they not be enticed by the fleeting pleasures of the world. May they not be distracted by the empty promises of success. May they not be led astray by the voices that call them away from you. Instead, let them hunger for righteousness, thirst for truth, long for the things that are eternal. O God, I ask that you clothe my spouse with strength and dignity. Let them rise each morning with purpose, with confidence, with a heart anchored in the certainty of your promises. When the weight of responsibility grows heavy, be their sustainer. When doubt creeps in, be their assurance. When exhaustion takes hold, be their renewal. Let them lead with wisdom, love with patience, serve with joy. Let them be a reflection of Christ in our home, a source of encouragement, a vessel of grace. Bind our hearts together in unity. Lord, let no division separate us. Let no misunderstanding drive a wedge between us. Instead, let us walk hand in hand, one in spirit, one in purpose, one in devotion to you. And my children, O Lord, how I lift them to you with every ounce of love within me. They are the arrows you have entrusted to my hands, to be sharpened, to be guided, to be sent forth into the world for your glory. I pray, Father, that you would guard their innocence, shield their minds, protect their spirits. Let them be set apart, marked by righteousness, known by the light they carry. Surround them with godly influences, with mentors who will speak truth into their lives, with friendships that will strengthen their faith. Let them walk in wisdom beyond their years. Let them discern truth from falsehood. Let them have the courage to stand for what is right. When the world calls them to compromise, let them remain steadfast. When temptation whispers their name, let them hear your voice louder. When challenges arise, let them find their strength in you. And Lord, when they stumble, and I know they will, be the hand that lifts them up. When they grow weary, be the rest that restores them. When they feel lost, be the light that leads them home. Let them never stray so far that they cannot hear you calling them back. Let them never doubt that they are loved beyond measure, cherished beyond comprehension, chosen for a purpose greater than they can see. Father, I pray for the generations yet to come, for the legacy of faith that will flow through my family. Let our household be known not for earthly riches, but for spiritual abundance. Let our name be spoken not for worldly accomplishments, but for godly devotion. Let our children's children rise up to proclaim your goodness, to walk in holiness, to carry the torch of truth into the world. May our lineage be one that speaks of your faithfulness, that bears witness to your power, that reflects the beauty of your love. And Lord, I do not pray for my family alone. I lift up every home that calls upon your name today. For the weary parents, strengthen them. For the children searching for identity, reveal your truth. For the marriages on the brink of breaking, restore unity. For the homes filled with tension, bring peace. For the hearts burdened by fear, replace it with faith. Let every household that seeks you be a dwelling place of your presence. Let every family that trusts in you be a beacon of your light. Let every soul that longs for you be met with the overwhelming embrace of your love. O Father, as this day continues, as the world moves forward, let us not be distracted from you. Let the cares of life not drown out the whisper of your Spirit. Let the demands of the day not pull us away from the posture of prayer. Let the worries of tomorrow not steal the peace of today. For you are the God who holds all things together, the God who knows the end from the beginning, the God who sees, who hears, who answers. You are our refuge, our fortress, our strong tower. You are our peace, our joy, our hope that does not fade. Heavenly Father, as the sun journeys across the sky, casting its golden glow upon the earth, my heart remains steadfast before you, lifted in unbroken praise, unwavering in trust. Time moves forward, yet in this sacred communion, I am held in the eternity of your presence. My soul lingers in this place, drawn ever deeper into the depths of your love, into the vastness of your mercy, into the unshakable certainty of your faithfulness. O Lord, you are the keeper of my life, the guardian of my family, the shield that surrounds us on every side. You are the one who neither slumbers nor sleeps, who watches over us with a love so vast that nothing in all creation can separate us from it. You are the author of our days, the designer of our purpose, the architect of our destiny. And so, with every breath in my lungs, I pour out my petitions before you, knowing that you hear, knowing that you answer, knowing that you are always near. Father, once more, I lift up my family into the safety of your hands. They are more than flesh and blood. They are the souls you have entrusted to my care, the precious lives that you have woven into the fabric of my heart. I ask, Lord, that you encircle them with divine protection, that you go before them and stand behind them, that you walk beside them and dwell within them. Let no weapon formed against them prosper. Let no harm come near their dwelling. Let no evil take root in their hearts. O God, let the walls of our home be fortified by your presence. Let every room be filled with the fragrance of your peace. Let every corner resound with the echoes of your love. May our dwelling be a place of safety, a refuge from the storms of life, a sanctuary where faith is nurtured and hope is never extinguished. Let no spirit of fear, no whisper of discord, no seed of bitterness take hold within these walls. Instead, let joy abound, let laughter flow freely, let patience and kindness govern our words, let grace and humility shape our actions. Let this house be built not on shifting sand, but on the unshakable rock of your word. Father, guard the minds of my family. In a world that seeks to redefine truth, that distorts righteousness, that calls darkness light, let them not be deceived. Let them walk in discernment. Let them hunger for wisdom. Let them seek knowledge that is rooted in you. May their thoughts be aligned with your word. May their convictions be unshaken by the pressures of the world. May their spirits remain steadfast in the face of opposition. O Lord, I ask that you strengthen my spouse. Let them rise each morning with renewed purpose, with a heart anchored in your promises, with a spirit fortified against the challenges of the day. When burdens press in, be their sustainer. When weariness overtakes them, be their source of strength. When doubts creep in, be the voice of truth that silences every lie. Let them walk in confidence, knowing that they are loved, that they are called, that they are equipped for every good work you have prepared for them. Bind our hearts together in unity. Lord, let us love with patience, forgive with sincerity, Serve with humility. Let no misunderstanding divide us. Let no trial weaken our bond. Let no outside force drive a wedge between what you have joined together. Instead, let our marriage be a reflection of Christ's love, a testimony of grace, a covenant that glorifies you. And my children, O Lord, how I cry out for them with the deepest longing of my heart. They are the arrows you have entrusted to my hands, to be shaped, to be guided, to be sent forth into the world for your glory. Keep them, O God, keep their hearts tender toward you. Keep their spirits sensitive to your leading. Keep their minds fixed on what is true, on what is noble, on what is eternal. Surround them with godly influences. Place in their lives mentors who will point them to you, friends who will encourage them in righteousness, teachers who will impart wisdom that aligns with your truth. Let them not be led astray by the allure of the world. Let them not be ensnared by the lies of the enemy. Let them not trade their birthright for temporary pleasures. Instead, let them walk in holiness. Let them be bold in their faith. Let them stand firm in their convictions. And Lord, when they stumble, and I know they will, be the hand that lifts them up. When they grow weary, be the rest that restores them. When they feel alone, be the presence that surrounds them. Let nothing separate them from your love. Let nothing steal the faith that is being cultivated within them. Let nothing deter them from the purpose for which you have created them. Father, I pray for the generations that will come from this family. Let our lineage be one of faithfulness. Let our name be spoken not for worldly success, but for spiritual devotion. Let our children's children proclaim your name with boldness. Walk in righteousness with unwavering steps. Live in pursuit of holiness above all else. May our family be known not for the wealth we accumulate, but for the richness of our faith, not for the influence we hold, but for the lives we touch, not for earthly power, but for the depth of our love for you. And Lord, I do not lift up my family alone. I intercede for every home that seeks you today. For the parents who feel inadequate, strengthen them. For the children who are searching for identity, reveal yourself to them. For the marriages that are burdened with strife, restore them. For the homes filled with anxiety, bring peace. For the hearts weighed down by sorrow, be their joy. Let every household that calls upon your name be a dwelling place of your Spirit. Let every family that seeks you be covered by your grace. Let every soul that cries out to you be met with the overwhelming embrace of your love. O Lord, as the hours pass, as the day continues, let nothing distract us from you. Let not the busyness of life drown out the whisper of your Spirit. Let not the worries of tomorrow steal the peace of today. Let not the cares of the world overshadow the joy of knowing you. For you are the God who holds all things together, the one who sees the end from the beginning, the one who is sovereign over every moment, over every season, over every breath. You are our refuge, our stronghold, our unshakable foundation. Father, as the day continues its course and the hours unfold according to your divine order, I remain in this sacred place of prayer, unwavering in my communion with you. My heart is open, my spirit is lifted, my soul is laid bare before you. O God, the one who sees all, knows all, and loves beyond measure, in the vastness of your presence, I find my refuge, my rest, my unshakable peace. Lord, you are the keeper of my soul, the defender of my family, the shelter that stands against every storm. You are the light that no darkness can extinguish, the fortress that no enemy can breach, the anchor that holds firm when the winds of life threaten to uproot. You are the God who is near, the Father who calls me by name, the shepherd who never leaves his flock. And so, I continue to pour out my heart before you, trusting fully in your goodness, in your faithfulness, in your perfect will. Once more, Lord, I lift up my family into the safety of your hands. You have known them since before time began. You have called them into being, fashioned them with purpose, and set them upon a path that only you can see in its fullness. And so, I pray, Father, that you would surround them with your divine protection. Let no danger come near them. Let no evil befall them. Let no scheme of the enemy prosper against them. Cover them, Lord, beneath the shadow of your wings, that they may walk in safety, that they may dwell in peace, that they may rest in the certainty of your care. O God, let our home be a sanctuary of your presence. Let every room be filled with the fragrance of your Spirit. Let every conversation be seasoned with grace. Every action be rooted in love. Every thought be guided by truth. Let no spirit of discord find a foothold. Let no seed of division take root. Let no whisper of deception enter these walls. Instead, let this be a place where faith is nurtured, where love is expressed without condition, where forgiveness flows freely like a river. Let our home be a testimony to the world that you are here, that you are present, that you reign in this place. Father, I pray for the hearts and minds of my loved ones. In a world filled with confusion, where truth is often compromised, where righteousness is mocked, keep them steadfast. Guard their minds, that they may not be swayed by the empty philosophies of this age. Strengthen their spirits, that they may not be discouraged by the trials that come. Let them be like trees planted by streams of living water, firmly rooted, unmovable, bearing fruit in due season. Lord, I lift up my spouse before you. Strengthen them in the depths of their soul. Fill them with wisdom that surpasses human understanding. Equip them for the tasks set before them. Let them walk in confidence, knowing that they are loved, that they are chosen, that they are held. When burdens grow heavy, be their support. When doubts arise, be their assurance. When they grow weary, be the breath that renews them. Let our love for one another be a reflection of Christ's love for the church, selfless, unwavering, enduring through every trial. Let us honor one another, serve one another, cherish one another as a sacred gift from you. And my children, O Lord, how I cry out for them with all the love that fills my heart. They are yours before they are mine. They belong to you, and so I surrender them fully into your hands. Keep them, Father. Guide them in the way they should go. Protect their innocence. Guard their hearts. Preserve their faith. Let them not be lured by the temptations of the world. Let them not be deceived by the lies of the enemy. Let them not be led astray by those who do not know you. Instead, let them walk in the light of your truth. Let them hunger for righteousness. Let them thirst for the things of your kingdom. Let their hearts be set on eternity, their minds fixed on what is pure, their spirits attuned to the whisper of your voice. Surround them with godly influences. Lord, place in their lives friends who will build them up, mentors who will pour wisdom into them, leaders who will guide them with integrity. Let them never feel alone, never feel unseen, never feel unloved. Let them always know that you are with them, that you are for them, that you go before them in all things. And Lord, when they stumble, and I know they will, be the hand that lifts them. When they feel lost, be the light that leads them home. When they are afraid, be the voice that speaks peace into their hearts. Let them never stray so far that they cannot hear you calling them back. Let them never forget that they are fearfully and wonderfully made, that they are set apart for a purpose greater than they can see. Father, I pray for the generations yet to come, for the legacy of faith that will flow through my family. Let us be known not for earthly wealth, but for heavenly riches. Let us be remembered not for worldly success, but for spiritual devotion. Let our children's children rise up to proclaim your name, to walk in righteousness, to carry the torch of faith into the next generation. May our household be a place where your name is lifted high, where your word is treasured, where your love is the foundation of all we do. And Lord, I do not pray for my family alone. I intercede for every home that seeks you today. For the parents who feel weary, strengthen them. For the children searching for purpose, reveal yourself to them. For the marriages in turmoil, restore what has been broken. For the households burdened by anxiety, replace fear with peace. For the hearts weighed down by sorrow, be the joy that lifts them. Let every home that calls upon your name be a dwelling place of your Spirit. Let every family that seeks you be covered by your grace. Let every soul that longs for you be met with the overwhelming embrace of your love. O Lord, as the day continues, as the sun moves toward the horizon, as life unfolds in all its complexities, let nothing distract us from you. Let the demands of this world not pull us away from the posture of prayer. Let the concerns of tomorrow not overshadow the blessings of today. Let the noise of life not drown out the whisper of your Spirit. For you are the God who holds all things together, the one who ordains the times and the seasons, the one who sees the end from the beginning. You are our refuge, our stronghold, our unshakable foundation. Father, as the sky stretches wide and the winds carry the whispers of creation, I remain here, kneeling in the sacred space of your presence. The world moves forward, but my heart lingers, bound in devotion, lifted in reverence. Every fiber of my being cries out to you, the everlasting one, the fountain of life, the rock that cannot be shaken. Your presence is the light that breaks through every shadow, the peace that stills every storm, the fire that ignites the soul with unwavering faith. Lord, you are the watchman of my household, the fortress that shields us from harm, the refuge where my family finds rest. Your name is a banner over us. Your hands are the hedge of protection that no enemy can breach. And so, once more, I lay my family before you, surrendering them fully, knowing that no hands are more capable, no love is more complete, no wisdom is more perfect than yours. Father, build around our home walls that cannot be broken, walls not of stone, but of your presence, of your truth, of your righteousness. Let every door be guarded by your angels. Let every window be a threshold of light. Let no darkness creep in. Let no spirit of fear take hold. Let no deception plant its roots within our walls. Instead, let every corner radiate the glow of your holiness. Let every room echo with the sound of your name. Let every step within these halls be one that draws us closer to you. O God, my plea is not just for physical protection, but for the safeguarding of our hearts and minds. The enemy does not always come with swords and arrows, but with lies and illusions, with whispers that twist truth, with temptations that lead astray. But you, O Lord, are the shield that deflects every fiery dart, the light that exposes every deception, the wisdom that guides every step. Keep my family from wandering paths that lead to destruction. Keep them rooted in truth when the world calls them to compromise. Keep them anchored in faith when the storms of doubt try to shake them. Father, I bring before you the one who walks beside me in this life, my spouse, my partner, my love. Strengthen them in every way. Lord, clothe them with wisdom, gird them with courage, fill them with joy. When they wake, let their first thought be of you. When they labor, let their hands be blessed by your provision. When they grow weary, let their spirit be renewed in your presence. When they face trials, let their heart be unshaken, for they do not stand alone. Lord, let us walk together in unity, bound by love, led by grace, growing not apart, but ever closer to you and to each other. And my children, O Lord, what a gift they are! How precious in your sight! How deeply cherished! How wonderfully formed by your hands! You have given them into my care, but they belong to you. I entrust them to you fully, knowing that you will lead them, shape them, mold them into who you created them to be. Guard their innocence. Father, keep their minds pure, their spirits untainted by the corruption of the world. Let them walk in righteousness. Let them hunger for truth. Let them thirst for what is holy. Surround them with mentors who will guide them, with friends who will strengthen them, with examples that will inspire them. Let them never feel alone, never feel unseen, never feel unloved. Let them know, beyond any doubt, that they are chosen, that they are set apart, that they are called for a greater purpose. And when they stumble, Lord, and I know they will, be the voice that calls them back. Be the gentle hand that lifts them up. Be the unfailing love that never lets them go. And Father, I do not lift up my family alone. I intercede for every home that seeks you today. For the mother who prays in silence, wondering if her words reach the heavens, let her know she is heard. For the father who bears the weight of provision, struggling under the burden, be his strength. For the children who wander, unsure of their path, be their guide. For the homes filled with sorrow, with tension, with uncertainty, be the peace that restores, the love that heals, the hope that reignites faith. Let every dwelling that calls upon your name be a house of refuge, a temple of praise, a place where your presence is known. Let every family that trusts in you stand firm, unmoved by the shifting sands of the world. Let every heart that longs for you be filled, overflowing with the assurance that you are near. And Lord, as the day presses on, let my focus remain fixed upon you. Let the noise of the world not distract me. Let the weight of responsibility not burden me. Let the worries of tomorrow not steal the joy of today. Keep my heart aligned with yours, my spirit attuned to your whispers, my soul in harmony with the rhythm of your will. For you are the God who holds all things together, the one who was, and is to come, the one who speaks, and creation responds. You are our refuge in every storm, our strength in every battle, our hope in every trial. Heavenly Father, as the final light of day fades into the quiet embrace of the night, I remain here, in the sacred stillness of your presence. My heart is full, my spirit is at peace, my soul rests securely in the knowledge that you are near. Every word I have spoken, every petition I have lifted, every cry of my heart has been laid before you, and I know, without doubt, without fear, without hesitation, that you have heard me. You are the God who sees, the God who knows, the God who answers. You are faithful beyond measure, loving beyond comprehension, sovereign beyond all understanding. Before I spoke, you knew my needs. Before I asked, you prepared the way. Before I wept, you had already written a song of joy over my life. And so, as this prayer finds its closing, my faith does not waver, my trust does not diminish, my hope does not fade. For I know, O Lord, that you are already moving, already working, already fulfilling your perfect plan. You are covering my family in ways I cannot see. You are fighting battles I do not know. You are surrounding us with protection, leading us with wisdom, filling us with strength. Father, I leave my burdens in your hands. I release my worries at your feet. I surrender my heart fully into your care. For you are enough. Your grace is sufficient. Your love is unshakable. Your presence is all I need. And so, I rise from this place of prayer not with uncertainty, but with confidence, not with fear, but with faith, not with anxiety, but with assurance. For you go before me. You stand behind me. You walk beside me, and I am never alone. May my life be an offering unto you. Lord, may my words bring glory to your name. May my actions reflect your love. May my faith be unwavering. My devotion be steadfast. My heart be ever drawn to you. And though this prayer may end, my worship will not, my trust will not, my love for you will not. For you are my refuge. You are my strength. You are my God. And I am yours, now and forever. Amen.